Hello and welcome to Keeping Up with the Windsors. My name is Michelle.
I'm Rachel. If you love the royals as much as we do, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, all the things that you do over on YouTube. We'd love you to join the royal community along with us. And if you'd like to support the channel, don't forget the Ko-fi link is in the description below.
Here are some facts that you may not know about Kensington Palace, so come along for the ride whilst we show you around Kensington Palace.
So we're outside Kensington Palace, and this is actually the entrance. So this is where you'll get your ticket and you'll go into the palace. As you might know, this is where Queen Victoria was born, and the rooms up there, you can see the archway, that is the room where her mother gave birth to Queen Victoria. And this beautiful view would have been the view that Victoria would have seen on a daily basis looking out at Kensington Palace. And just in the distance over there, you can actually see there's a Victoria Memorial, and the Victoria Memorial was actually made and commissioned by Queen Victoria's daughter, Princess Louise. And it's actually here where she found out she was queen, and when you do the tour of Kensington Palace, it actually tells you more about Victoria's life, especially her childhood, and the reason why she moved from Kensington to Buckingham Palace.
Kensington Palace is split into two places. The first is the older part of the palace, and that's this part here, and that's where Queen Victoria lived, King William III, and also Queen Mary II and Queen Anne. Also, at the present moment, we have members of the royal family living here at Kensington Palace, but they're living in the back end of Kensington Palace. And that is the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, the Duke and Duchess of Gloucester, the Duke and Duchess of Kent, and also Prince and Princess Michael of Kent as well. And they all preside here at Kensington Palace with official residencies, but also they have apartments here as well.
So the new part of the palace, which is where the Cambridges live, when you're touring the old part of the palace, there's some shaded out windows, and that's because that's the private residence of the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge. If those windows were not shaded out, you'd be able to see directly into their gardens.
Yep.
And into their, obviously, their private property. So the staterooms are run by the Royal Historic Palaces, and the newer apartments, which are lived in by the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge and the other royals, etc., that is run by the royal household.
Princess Margaret, the Queen's sister, brought her family up here at Kensington Palace, as did one of the most famous residents, Diana, Princess of Wales. Yes, you'll be right, the young Princes William and Harry grew up here too. A statue of Diana was erected in her honour at the Sunken Gardens at Kensington Palace on the 1st of July 2021. It was commissioned by William and Harry. It's also here at the Sunken Gardens at Kensington Palace that Harry and Meghan announced their engagement to the world. Kensington Palace started as a two-storey Jacobean mansion in the 17th century. When King William III and Queen Mary II became joint monarchs, they wanted to find a place that was away from the fog of London, and so settled on Kensington Palace. They bought it for £20,000. However, then it was known as Nottingham House. Lots of changes were made to the property by Christopher Wren, and those changes were finally completed after King William's death and was commissioned by Queen Anne to be finished. A fire broke out in 1691 and the King's staircase was rebuilt using marble. Future monarchs have made extensive changes and additions to Kensington Palace into its current form today. And during World War I, King George V opened up rooms to be used by Irish prisoners of war and soldiers. And during the Second World War, Kensington Palace was badly damaged in the Blitz of 1940. It is rumoured that the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge will be moving from Kensington Palace to Windsor. The staterooms are open for the public to visit at select times, and Diana's memorial statue and the Sunken Gardens are free to visit when Kensington Palace is open for visitors.
Thank you for coming along with us today. We hope you learnt something new. If you've been to Kensington Palace before, let us know in the comments what was your favourite part.
If you're new around here, don't forget to press that subscribe button and join us on Ko-fi if you want to support the channel. And we'll see you next time on Keeping Up with the Windsors.